This morning my wife and I decided to try Mountain House self-heating meals. We've been using heater meals for years out on the playa when we go to Burning Man. There are times when you can't get the camp stove going because of the wind. And if that happens at mealtime, you either can't get the flames up high enough to stay lit under your food, or you end up with the flames so high that you burn whatever it is you're trying to cook. Heater meals use magnesium filings and salt water to generate heat. Heater meals have the advantage of not being dehydrated, which I prefer. Mountain House has dehydrated food that you add boiling water to and let it sit, and the result is reconstituted dehydrated food, which I'm not enamored of. This morning we tried scrambled eggs with ham. This says it's 2 portions, and it's a legitimate 2 portions. You add 8 ounces of boiling water, seal the container, and let it sit for 5 or 6 minutes. The result is reconstituted dehydrated food. There's something about the texture of dehydrated scrambled eggs that just doesn't work for me, and these had that texture. I've got photographs of it after it's cooked, so I'll show you the photographs. We also used the breakfast skillet. I'm not sure how many servings they say this is. I think maybe 4 people could get a meal out of this. I know 3 could. And for some reason I liked it better than the scrambled eggs, although it is the same dehydrated formula. I cooked it in Mountain Home's so-called mountain oven flameless heating kit. It's similar to the heater meal. You get magnesium strips. You put them in the bottom of the bag, and you have a bottle of water with a marked line on it. You fill the bottle with potable water, a couple of one salt tablet, drop in it, shake it until it's dissolved, then pour the salt water into the container, put the measured amount of water in here, seal it, drop it in here, seal this bag, and then let it sit for 20 minutes. The result was better than the scrambled eggs, as I said, but still reconstituted dehydrated food, and in both of them way too much water when we use the prescribed amount. So we've got to figure out how little water we can use and still have an effectively cooked meal. Mountain House has scrambled eggs with bacon, and you can buy a different brand that's got peanut butter and raisin oatmeal to add water. The thing to remember is this says pre-cooked. You have to have cooked food. You cannot add this to food that has to reconstitute it for later cooking, because you're not going to have the stove. You need something that is cooked and does not require cooking after it's been reconstituted with the boiling water. Heater meals taste better. There's no way around it. I don't know how they prepare them. They come in a sealed tray like a frozen food, with a tray with a plastic over it. It is fully cooked and it is not dehydrated. You put heater meals back in their box with the magnesium and salt water and let the boiling water reheat the meal, but it doesn't cook it. It's not reconstituted dehydrated, and it does taste better. We're looking for some variations, and these Mountain Home ones are acceptable in an emergency meal, but it's not something we'd prefer to eat on its own. The heater meals are good enough for an emergency meal as well, and they taste better and have better texture than the reconstituted dehydrated food. I hope someday they make a dehydrated food that comes out as good, but they haven't done it yet. Here's a photo of the somewhat omelet that we've put on the plate. And here is the boiling water that's in the mountain oven flameless heating kit. You can hear the pressure coming out of that sucker with the steam blowing out. And here's a video of it after I've dumped it out onto a plate. As you can see, there's way too much water in this, and I've tried to drain it, but it's just too much water.